Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to pick up an excavator out of this outfit over here. It's like a Bobby J and VBELT and Son extravaganza around here. We got trucks, man. Wheels up, we're airborne. Making big moves today. Got some big projects here coming up in the next couple of days. Headed out, I got the JCB loaded up. I got the orchard spray rig for weeds loaded up. They barely fit on the 30-footer, but if it fits, it chips, right? So we're going. I'm gonna punch out some weeds real quick. We got rain on the way tonight. And so that's why I got to get these weeds sprayed so I don't get locked out of the field from muddy conditions. And then back out to the orchard, jump in the JCB, and spend the rest of the day hogging out dead trees, laying them on their sides, because had to call in for air support or ground support. Yeah, track heavy mulching tracking support. There we go. Samson Andrew, VBELT and Son, him and his dad are coming on down to my place and help me once and for all be done this 2-year saga of trying to get rid of these dead trees that got flooded out in our historic 22-23 winter rain. Got to get them out. Got to get some new trees in there. And it is a huge project. When I saw all these trees dying, I never knew how big of a project it would be simply to get these huge dead trees by the hundreds out of the way and out of the orchard. So he's bringing the Prime PT 175. Yep, the Prime Tech. We're gonna go grind up some trees. So that's what I got to do today before I get rain locked out of the field. I got to get these trees pushed over so that when the weather clears and he comes, we're ready to go, and they're laying on them sides ready for him to just drive right through the orchard and grind up one tree after another. So headed out here, let's go get started. So, knocked out my spraying. Managed to not get stuck in the little spray rig. Like I said, got everything sprayed. We're emptied. Happy there. Let's go jump in this and go see if we can rip some trees out. This road is a piece of shit. Hang on, everything back there. But at least the traffic's not bad. basically, pretty simple. I'm driving up each and every lane, looking for the ones that are dead, picking them out. Boom, that one went easy. Tore that sucker right out of there. All right. Yeah, picking out each one of these that are dead, sorting through the ones obviously that are alive, and trying to not bump its neighbors that are alive, because the thing about this is different than forestry or construction or, you know, full-on demolition. We are trying to protect the crop that we have. Come on now, let go. All right, that's not gonna work. We're trying to protect the crop that we have, because you have to remember, this is ag. We're farmers, not land clearers, and we don't get paid on taking trees out. We don't get paid on pruning. We don't get paid on anything. We get paid on one thing, right? Is you buying our product in the grocery store, which is almonds. And so if we tear up all these blossoms, each one of those blossoms on these trees will be an almond. And each one that gets bumped, gets knocked off, that's not an almond. So, like I said, priority number one, save the blossoms, AKA save the crop, the almonds, because something's got to be able to pay for all this, right? We're not running on fairy dust out here. We're on diesel, equipment, hours, productivity costs money. And so, like I say, save that crop is the number one, and that's why we're choosing to do it this way. Had some different ideas about ripping these trees out with the excavator and coming in and just putting them in a big burn pile, but the problem is like this tree right here. Getting this thing out of here, getting this tree out of here and dragging it all the way through the orchard. Yeah, come back this way just a little bit. There we go. Dragging it all the way through the orchard is going to knock off so many blossoms. That's just not going to work. So this is the plan. I push over each tree individually. See, we are working within some narrow room. Very carefully pull each one of these trees out, place them. Oh, this was a tough one. You can do it, baby. Whoa. And around the irrigation hose. Whoop. There it is. Whoop. We're pushing against that tree. Don't do that. All right, we're going to set you up. Okay, we're going down then, apparently. There it is, right there. What a sloppy mess out here. Oh. Of course, this area here, this last storm that came through just a day ago, supposed to be a real small one. I got 2 tents in my house out here. Of course, one little tiny area gets hit with a thunderstorm, 1.1 inches. Very nice. But here we go. We're at 300 trees. What a mess. What a mess. But it is what it is, as the saying goes. So, just this orchard is never going to be something that does a lot, I guess, for lack of a better statement. Yeah, come through here, plant new trees, try to make some better ways of being able to get rid of some of this water. But again, all that costs money that's still then owed, and you just hope you get it back in production. And I don't know, whatever, maybe not, might be a loser, maybe a break-even deal after 20 years, I don't know. But that's farming, unfortunately. That's the way it goes, and you just keep doing it. So I'm gonna go pull another, I'm at 300 right now. I'm gonna go pull another 50 or so, and I'm gonna call it an evening. Waiting on that PT 175. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to pick up an excavator out of this outfit over here, and I think I found it. What is it? There it is right there. All right, so I gotta find the trailer I'm supposed to hook up to and get this sucker loaded, and then we're out of here. What's going on over here? There's the Prime Tech. All right, you're headed south, buddy. Yeah. Whoop. Yeah, that'll about do it right there. Yeah, leave it just like that. Make sure the mast stays up real high. Yeah, I like it. Perfect. Tie it down. Let's roll. He said he's going to ride there all the way back. I mean, I didn't want to disagree, but that's what he said he wanted to do. Let's see what happens here. All right, and we're rolling. We're out of here. He's got the 12, and I got his little excavator, little Kubota. So, got a little journey. Hit the road. Almost home. A little bit behind schedule. Hopefully we can find some pizza. We're hungry. Get some sleep, get going in the morning. Let's go see if we can mulch up some trees. Well, what is it, about 6:30? We're up, we're moving. We got a Takahouchi in the yard. We got a little Kubota excavator in the yard. Even got a Ford F450. And get the 04 all loaded up with my gear. Go see if we can get a day of mulching done. Man, it's like a Bobby J and VBELT and Son extravaganza around here. We got trucks, man. Check out that thing. That thing's pretty sweet. I don't know. Platinum sitting next to a Limited. Boy, I don't know. You ready to rock and roll?
I'm ready to rock and roll.
All right. What we got? 3 hours of sleep, 5 hours of sleep, something like that.
You slept?
Yeah, you slept. Yeah, I slept a little bit. Okay.
I'll back up since you already got your rig ready to roll.
So yeah, slight miscalculation, I guess, on my part regarding, I didn't quite realize how big the Prime Tech is regarding height. It's about 10 inches taller than the Flory shredder we're used to having in the orchard, which is a 450 horse machine, but it's just set up a little bit different. So long story short, we made the quick decision to go with the Takahouchi TL12 with his UML head. They're going to throw knives in the center, and we're going to see how this works out. We got like 550 trees in front of us. Hopefully we can move fast enough. I'm going to be right behind him with the JCB, picking up all the stragglers and pieces that he wants to leave behind for me. And we're going to give her a rip, see what happens. That's the bottom line. So we got in late last night, had some cold pizza. Up early this morning, we're loaded, we're headed. Let's go see if we can make some noise. Hey, we got the JCBs ready to go. We got the TL12 unloaded. Now, put some fuel in it, get the turbota unloaded, and we got we got a setup here going on. I don't know. We'll see what happens here.
He's got a little button like this.
Doing the turn and burn program. Got out there this morning. We got Sam brought out the TL12. We got it dropped off. I got the JCB dropped off. I got the Turbota dropped off. So we got some wheels out there. I turned and burned, head back to my place in the 04, dropped that rig off. Now I'm in the 22, which I had last night with Sam's small trailer with their small Kubota excavator, and I'm headed back out here right now. And what the plan is, we're gonna get one guy digging. I think it's Sam's dad's gonna dig. Sam's gonna run the 12. I'm gonna run the JCB. So we're gonna be mulching up trees, and we're gonna be digging tree holes for some new trees to replace the ones that we're grinding up. That's efficient, us. But yeah, that's what the game plan here. We got 470 trees to grind up out of the way, and we've got probably 550 to 600 holes to dig. Got to get down, reach in, pull that soil up where that new tree is going to go, and really stir it, get air, get oxygen in there, refresh the soil. And that's important to try to get a new tree off to a good start. So that's the game plan. Hopefully we can make a lot of progress in a short amount of time. Boogie out here right now. Smile, you're on camera. There you go. Yeah. I'm trying to think if we should. Yeah. A little rough right in here. The other thing is, they're supposed to kind of line up. Who's calling me? Yeah, no kidding. So yeah, it's about right here. Yeah, right there. And if you feel like you don't quite have enough dirt, if your volcano or whatever is not quite tall enough, I don't know, feel free to grab like a shallow scoop or something out of the middle, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. It's important that these trees are up on a berm. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, some of this when the year that these trees died in 22, 23, we never really irrigated much until like the 1st of June. Which, to put that in perspective, the guys over on the west side that are in the loam and the sandy loam, they're already beginning to irrigate here and there. Well, let's check on Sam. How's he coming along? He's just digging away. Paw roots. Gosh dang. Looks like a minefield out here. It's interesting how these trees, some of them survive, and its neighbor right next to them all the way around winds up and dies. I don't know, but doesn't exactly mean this tree's in good shape. But right there, we got some green, so we're not going to give up on it because there's plenty of other ones to replace. So he's still digging. He's probably sick of digging holes. Nah, he's doing good. Well, it's a perfect size machine. Their small excavator. That is the perfect orchard machine. 12,000 pound. It's exactly what I like for the orchard. When I rent one, that's what I like. 12,000 pounds right there. So VBELT Senior and I are going to get back on the mulchers and keep chewing away. We're almost to the other end. Started way over there, and we're way over there now, almost to pop out the other end. Way too wet. Way too wet to do anything. Two things I want to cover here. First thing is the equipment itself, and the second thing is the camaraderie. You know, with me only ever running as far as a masticator, my JCB with the DML, FAE DML head, I was pretty interesting to see how it compares to other equipment, and specifically like the TL12. And so the rundown on the equipment is the JCB is a 74 horse machine, 33 gallons on the high flow, about 3,300 PSI, going through the FAE DML head. And the Takeuchi, Sam and his dad's Takeuchi, is the TL12, running the larger UML FAE head, and that machine is about 41 gallons at about 3,300 PSI. And I'll tell you what, the numbers don't speak the truth. It was no question that the Takeuchi was outdoing me by 100%. It was easily doing double the mulching. Now, one advantage I would say was, and they were smart to do it, don't get me wrong, is to put the knives in the center. And that's something I think I might try in the future when I get my hands on a box of knives. But, I mean, they were getting through with the TL12, through that big wood, those trunks and scaffolds, literally over twice as fast as I could. So it really worked as a good pair. It's important for me in an orchard and agricultural application to really grind up these chips as small as possible. Chips are a big problem for us during harvest. So him getting the big wood, me cleaning up any pieces that he missed, and he's specifically mulch kind of dirty, meaning I said, hey, drive over, you know, pieces of branch, leave that stuff behind, and I'll get the big chunks left behind, and I'll just keep running those chips, reprocessing those chips, trying to get them broke down smaller and smaller. And then on the camaraderie side, you know, as a fan, as a YouTube subscriber and watching VBELT and Son for now, it's been a number of years watching those guys work together. It was a pleasure, and it's exciting to have the chance to work with them. And as soon as we kind of figured out, you know, each other's styles and all that and everything, we just kind of fell right into a groove, and the three of us were a team. Getting through these trees and getting through all these holes and everything, getting this job done. And I can't say enough about both of those guys. They're hard workers. They're dedicated to what they do. They know, I mean, they have forgotten more about mulching than I know. And so it was really great to be able to learn some things, pick up a few tips and tricks. And again, just a great experience running with these guys and having a chance to work with just two fantastic guys. Appreciate it. Progress on these wood chips. He's mowing, grinding them up, and I'm grinding up root balls. Next step is run the disc over all this and try to incorporate the chips into the ground. That's the plan anyway. Hopefully this stuff rots or at least gets buried and out of the way, out from the down below the surface by harvest time, because we can't be sucking all this stuff up with the almonds when we go to shake it sweet.